I have a really big bone to pick with the fitness industry. For years, I've been training like a bodybuilder, eating like a bodybuilder, and living like a bodybuilder. And all that's really left me is number one, permanent kidney damage at the age of 20, pinched spinal nerves, chronic sciatica, lower back pain, and knee pain, to the point that I can't even squat or walk without feeling constant pain in my knees. And the worst part is, I didn't even like how I looked at that point. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jaden, and this channel is for people who want to build a lean, athletic physique without being a bodybuilder, without training hours in the gym, without having to eat a strict diet, or just don't necessarily resonate with the bodybuilder lifestyle or the bodybuilder way. And in this video, I'm going to teach you what took me 4 years to learn, and that's how to train lazily to build a strong athletic physique. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't mean you don't need to go to the gym or you don't need to train hard till failure in the gym. What I do mean is you don't need to spend hours in the gym training like a bodybuilder, dieting like a bodybuilder, or living like a stupid bodybuilder. The thing that I need you to realize is all of these guys on the internet teaching you the scientific way on how to bodybuild, like Jeff Nippert and Mike Israetel, they're feeding you a bunch of BS. Case in point, every couple months they come out with a new groundbreaking scientific research that completely undermines everything that they advocated in the past or everything that they taught in the past and things that they made specific programs for. Things like stay in the eccentric, long length partials, reps in reserve, and training to failure. These are things that they've gotten wrong every single time, and every other month they're coming out with new research completely debunking all of the previous research that they've been talking about, that they've been advocating about. And you know, at one point things get tiring and you just have to understand, maybe they aren't all that they say that they are. And people have started to catch up, they're getting debunked, they're getting exposed. And so now is really a time for you to take a step back and really assess what you want. So in this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how to build a lean athletic physique. The easiest way for you to build a strong athletic physique is to train less like a bodybuilder and train more like an actual athlete. And I'll tell you exactly how to do that. Number one, you always want to be training with low reps, high intensity. When it comes to compound movements, I recommend starting from a weight that you can do for 6 reps, slowly build your strength up to being able to do 10 reps. And then from there, progress in weights, start at 6 reps once again, and then work your way up back to 10 reps. This is what we call progressive overload, and it's the single biggest thing that will help you consistently put on strength and muscle mass if you want to build a strong athletic physique. Now, for minor muscle groups like your biceps, triceps, shoulders, calves, I recommend 8 to 12 reps and just basically do the same thing. Pick a weight, start from 8 reps, move your way up to 12 reps. Once you hit 12 reps, go up in weight, drop back down to 8 reps, work your way up towards that 12 rep mark. It's really, really simple. You don't need to overcomplicate it. None of that, oh, you have to do 10 to 12 reps for hypertrophy reasons. Oh, you have to do 8 for 10 reps for strength purposes. No, just follow one single thing, keep at it, build up your strength, and with strength comes muscle density, muscle maturity, and muscle definition. Next, you really want to be pushing the last set of every single exercise to absolute failure. There were research studies in the past that people like Mike Israetel loved pointing towards of saying, oh, you only need to train till 1 to 2 reps in order for you to see consistent muscle growth. Now that has been mostly debunked. And so if you really want to get the maximum muscle growth for the amount of time that you're investing into training in the gym, what you want to be doing is pushing yourself to absolute failure. What does absolute failure look like? Absolute failure or failure just basically means when you can't do a single rep with full range of motion. It's as simple as that. You don't need to overcomplicate it. What I usually do is train till failure on the last set and then do a couple reps of partial reps where I'm not going full range of motion, but still doing reps so that I know I am training first and foremost to failure and I'm pushing past failure to really, really stimulate my strength and muscle growth. And that's what I recommend for you as well. Now, if you're just a beginner to intermediate in the gym, I don't recommend this for you. As you slowly get more consistent with mastering these movements and mastering these exercises, that's when I would generally recommend you to start adding more and more of these muscle failure techniques. Third thing is super important, and it's the thing that I've been neglecting for 4 years straight during my fitness journey, and that's what really caused me to damage my lower back severely and get chronic knee pain. And it's not adding flexibility and core strengthening exercises. I'm generally more on the leaner, skinnier side, so I've always had visible abs growing up. I never really found it a point for me to strengthen my core or strengthen my abs, and that's really what bit me in the ass. By doing all of these heavy lifts like squats and deadlifts, challenging my 1 rep max, it really did a number on my lower back and my spine, and that's what caused me to get impinged nerves. That's what caused me to get really, really bad damage on my body. And as I took a step back from bodybuilding and finally reassessed, okay, what is it that I want, did I finally realize that maybe I'm missing this very, very big part in my fitness routine. It builds your core stability and it builds your core strength. These are often the most overlooked things, but these are the things that helps build a strong foundation for a strong athletic physique. If you're constantly just chasing heavier lifts, bigger numbers, and you're neglecting these foundational training things, it's the simplest way for you to get injured. And the best part is they don't have to be a huge focus for your training routine. Just tack on 2 to 3 exercises for 2 sets at the end of every workout, working out your core, working out your lower back, working on your core bracing and side to side strength in order to help you have a really strong core there to protect your spine and to protect you from higher risks of injury when doing heavy lifts. Now, fourth thing is also something that wasn't incorporated in my training plan when I was training for bodybuilding and now is the staple of my training plan when training for athletics, and that's training for functional movements. When it comes to functional movements, these can be different for every single person. For me personally, I play a lot of basketball, so I want to be very explosive and I want to be able to jump and I want to be able to have a high vertical. So when it comes to training for function, of course, outside of just the core strengthening, I'm also training for my maximum force production, I'm training for my explosiveness, and all of these things, they add up. They make your body stronger. It makes your central nervous system adapt to new stressors. It makes your central nervous system more receptive to new movement types and helps you overall move better as a human being. The last thing that I want for myself is to become a beefcake of a bodybuilder and not even be able to bend down or touch my back. So when it comes to functionality, you want to be adding exercises that challenge you in very novel positions that will help you develop a stronger, more flexible, more functional body so that as you age, as you get older, not only do you look good with a healthy, lean, and athletic physique, but you also move like a real athlete. And that's super important because as we get older, our body just doesn't work as well as it used to be. But if you intentionally train yourself and force your muscles to adapt to these more novel functional movements, you're going to be able to move like you're in your 20s, even in your 40s and 50s. And last but not least, for you to build a strong athletic physique, it's super important for you to not skip out on the compound movements. These are the most basic movement patterns like your bench presses, your deadlifts, your squats, your pull-ups, and your pull-downs. The key benefit to compound movements is you're able to target multiple muscle groups using less time. If you're always going to the gym working on isolation exercises like your bicep curls, like your tricep pushdowns, like your chest presses, these are effective, sure, but you're only training one muscle group at a time, and that's really time inefficient. And we've already established the point that we don't want to look like bodybuilders who are stage ready or who are too big or too muscular. We just want to be lean, athletic. And so when it comes for us being able to do that, it's very important for us to be training with compound movements. It saves time and it also helps you build up a really strong body. So with those 7 points said, how I usually go about programming my training program, I train for 4 days a week, following a really rough upper-lower split. For upper body days, I train one compound movement for 3 to 4 sets, one for my chest, one for my back, one for my pushing, one for my pulling, and then I supplement those with more isolation exercises, just 3 sets, one for the back, one for the chest, add 2 more exercises, one for the bicep, one for the tricep for 2 sets, and 1 exercise for core strengthening to finish off for 2 sets. For lower body days, I just have one compound movement for each of the lower body days. One day is going to be squats, one day is going to be for deadlifts. I challenge myself so I can go as heavy as possible for the 6 to 10 rep range, and I do that for 3 to 4 sets. Then I really focus on building up my flexibility and my functional strength. That means doing more novel exercises like Jefferson curls, QL extensions, back extensions, hanging leg raises, muscle ups. These are the things that really help you challenge your functional strength and help you stay injury free, what I call bulletproofing your body. And to finish off, I just tack on 2 sets of calf raises to help me train up my calves. If you want my full 17-page guide on how to build an athletic physique no matter how busy you are or who you are, it's going to be the first link in the description below. You can grab it for absolutely free. It's also going to give you a list of my favorite exercises for different functions. It's also going to go through recovery, mindset, nutrition, all of these things so that you're able to understand holistically how to build a very successful fitness journey for yourself. But yeah, that's everything I wanted to go over in this video. Train consistently, follow a workout routine that you can stick with that consistency, and through that consistency, through constantly challenging yourself and pushing yourself to failure, you're gonna see results no matter who you are or what you do for work. You're gonna be able to keep your workouts short, you're gonna be able to train effectively or quote unquote lazily and see more results than you've ever seen going from there. That's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, give it a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.